My name is Jerry Martin, owner of A New Day Construction. We service Northeast Georgia, and when I built this company, I built it on one thing that this industry lacks, but most contractors have it upside down. When I created this business, I want to be sure that we are grounded in faith and that we take care of people and the money just follows. And that decision come from a surrender moment that totally transformed my life, fundamentally changed my life. How I carry myself changed how I approach people, and that's one of the best decisions I've ever made. In this video, you're going to learn why the contractor industry has a trust problem, exactly what to do to protect yourself, and what it actually feels like to work with a company built on a totally different foundation. I've walked into homes after another contractor's already failed. They've either taken their money, they didn't do the job right, and it really causes damage and fractures to the home life itself. So take money aside, the time, the blame game that goes back and forth, the financial strain, the loss of trust. So once you get burned by a contractor, it is hard to ever trust moving forward. I've also seen when things go right, those times when we're able to help the aging in place have better access to their showers, the times where the dream kitchen just comes to life, and the look on a couple's face when they bring their aging parent home, and that's why A New Day Construction exists. So about 5 years ago, my surrender moment changed everything about me. And from that place, the mindset when I walked out is simple. Every day is a new day. I look at every single day as a new opportunity to serve a better experience for everybody around me. And that surrender moment is where our tagline came from. We take care of people, we let God take care of money. And I firmly stand behind that. And what that means is when something needs to be done over, we do it. If we have a warranty claim that's cost thousands of dollars, we do it. There's no question, we just take care of it. And I built this company because contractor is a bad word, and I really believe it doesn't have to be. And my hope is when people do business with us, they walk away, they tell their friends that is how a construction company should be run, with integrity, with character, and stands by everything you do. So let me tell you what happens when you hire the wrong contractor. I actually had a friend that lost $60,000 in money. Now, that's hard enough in itself, but what it did to the family, though, it's called fractures. The blame game goes on is you didn't ask the right question, you didn't vet, you didn't do this. The time that it took to get another contractor back in there to finish the job just drug that job out for months, which causes fractures in the family that should not happen. And who knew that much damage would come from one bad contractor decision? And that is a hidden cost that nobody puts in the estimate. You're not just paying for a remodel, you're risking a lot. You're risking your family's peace, your relationship with your spouse, the disruption in your household. Everything just compacts the mistrust you have with people. And it all came from one decision, hiring a bad contractor. And most homeowners go through the same process every single time. They get the contractor out there, they don't verify their license, don't verify their insurance, they give large deposits, and they're focused on price but expecting high quality. And those two things don't go together. Lowest bid's always hiding something that's going to bite you in the end. And this is how it works. A contractor writes you a one-page vague estimate. They get inside your house, start doing the work, and all of a sudden change orders after change order after change order. Before you know it, you're paying high end for low-ball work, and that is where most contractors make their extra money. And before the project's done, you're actually paying what you could have paid a good contractor to take care of your job properly. Instead, you got a worse job with more frustrations. Now, what we do is what I call the New Day way. And it starts with that first phone call. That's where we sit down together, talking about your project, the ins and outs, what it looked like, what it should cost, what it shouldn't cost, and really finding out if we're the right fit for each other. And that conversation truly matters. And from there, we set you up an appointment where we come out, we spend time with you, we shoot videos, we take pictures, we do 3D scans of your space because measurements really matter instead of just shooting off the hip. So our 3D scans are able to give us accurate measurements, so we're able to help you design your project and bring it to life. So you can see your finished bathroom or kitchen before it's even done. And after that, we work with you with your design. We have an interior designer that'll spend time with you. We have an amazing showroom here with lots of selection for you to come in and help bring your project to life. We have a touchscreen monitor over there that actually you get to help design your project through selections, colors, and just bringing things to life. And that changes the entire experience. I've heard of horror stories where contractors have their vision that didn't match up with the homeowners. Our goal is to make sure before we touch your project, you know exactly what it's going to look like before we swing the first hammer. So for example, on a basic kitchen remodel, our estimates are pretty detailed. They're typically several pages long, when most contractors give you that one-page estimate with lack of details, so you have no idea what your project's going to look like. When you read through our estimates, it reads like a story. You'll know what's happening with framing, you know what's happening with demo, interior sheetrock, paint, your selections, everything's broken out so you can completely understand what we're going to be doing inside your home. And what most contractors leave out that's in our estimates is our GC license, our our insurance, our 3-year warranty, a permit section which really educates you on what needs a permit, what doesn't need a permit. We even break it down to cleaning after the project, and most importantly, a lien waiver. So our goal is to protect you as a client, and other contractors are actually protecting the contractor. Now, when your project starts, you'll have a project manager that's going to hold your hand and walk you through the whole process, making sure everything's running on time. There'll be communication through our software, which is huge. Communication in this industry is hard. You'll have a client dashboard to keep up with the total scope of your job. With so many moving parts, we brought in software to really help with that communication part, so you feel comfortable as you go through your project. The biggest thing that makes us different is we never take large deposits. That's one of the scariest things in this industry. It's giving over thousands of dollars before the job starts and wondering if that contractor's going to show up. So how we operate, we take weekly payments on the amount of work's done. This actually is to your advantage. You can see what's going on, you know what you're paying for, and for some reason something happens, we can't finish the job, and you still have your money to finish the job. And that is not how most contractors work. We do it to protect you. And because we're a faith-based company, we can do some really cool stuff. We've even prayed with customers that need prayer. During the demo process, we encourage for the family to put scriptures behind the walls, on the floors, which creates a deeper experience. We take care of people and let God take care of money, and that shows up in everything we do. So we have a lot of stories that went right, but I want to tell you about one man that really stuck out with us. The gentleman we did a handicap ramp for, and when I went out to do an interview with him to talk about how it affected him, it actually brought me to tears. He said it's the first time he's been able to sit outside in 3 years to enjoy the sunlight, and we were able to help him with that. I had no idea. We take that for granted. It's much more than just a remodel project. We was able to give him freedom, sunlight, fresh air, and just being outside. Now, I also want to tell you about a lady that come to us to work with a contractor. She didn't get to pick selections, tile colors, paint colors, and by the end of the job, it was nothing like she expected. The fixtures didn't even match each other. The tile he chose, you can't even find it. She had paid good money, had nothing she wanted, and had to live with it every day. Walking into that bathroom, the sick feeling I had, looking at the work that was done, knowing that she spent thousands of dollars, I had no choice but to help her out. And through that process, we were able to start over with a 3D design, interior design, and before we picked up a hammer, she knew exactly what her project was going to look like. So we come in and diagnosed everything that went wrong. We provided her 3D renderings of what her project's going to look like before we even started. And our interior designer walked through every selection with her to be sure she got exactly what she wanted. And the cool thing is we were able to transform her bathroom into something she really, really loves. And then there's aging in place work that we do. It really touches my heart because we're able to bring a family back together. As we get older in life, things get hard, and having family move in can be difficult unless you create their space. We come in, we help create their space, have accessible showers, accessible kitchens, things that they can actually live out the rest of their life, and their family can be part of that experience, be with them to the latter part of their life. And what I love about this business is after a job's complete, the smile on their face, the gratitude in their heart, and just the overwhelmingness of how they love their project. That's what fires me up. Imagine starting a remodel and never once wondering that you're being taken advantage of. So one of the things I do is have a conversation with a customer, and I let them know right off the rip that things could go wrong. So whatever it takes, we're going to make sure they're taken care of, and they shouldn't have to worry about a single thing. And it used to be a day where you knew your local contractor, and you knew when you called them, you're going to get your job done right and not being taken advantage of. That's what I want to bring back to this industry. When you work with a New Day Construction, transparency is key. We're an open book. Our contracts, behind the scenes, you know exactly who you're dealing with before you even start. And again, our agreements are packed with protections to protect you as a customer. And that is why our warranty exists. We put a 3-year warranty, and we firmly stand behind that. So you feel safe that for 3 years, your job's gonna be taken care of. And I really appreciate when a homeowner asks, well, how can I trust you? I say, come meet us. Come to our showroom, meet our staff. We'll open the doors and show you the back of the business so you know exactly what it looks like as we go through your product. You can jump on our Google reviews and look at all the reviews of customers that really loved us and loved our process, how we handled the problems and how we communicated, and also how we structure the payments. It's all in your favor. You pay weekly on the amount of work's done. That way, if we don't show up, you don't pay. And that is accountability that we built into the structure itself. Our agreements are designed to protect you as a customer. And if everything you watch so far sounds good, all you need to do is pick the phone, give us a call. You'll be scheduled a call with me. But you can ask me detailed questions about your project. We can go through it to see if we're the right fit for each other and help bring your project to life. So jump on our website, learn a little bit more about us. While you're there, make sure you check an educational tab because I have a ton of educational videos to help you walk through a process, whether it's with us or another contractor. There's before and after pictures there, there's testimonials, and everything you need to help back up everything I just said. And we love the opportunity to show you what the New Day way looks like. And so my hope is that when you do business with us, you walk away and say, that is what a company what integrity and character looks like. Whether you choose us or not, just remember, every day is a new day. We can't do anything about the past. We can't control the future. All we can do is serve the people the best we can in the day we're in and appreciate everything that God's given us.